Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today, it's going to be a match between YSC and Beast here on Neo Sylphid. This is a 2019 or 2020 replay as part of a replay pack that RJB got. He went through them all and sent me ones that he thought would fit for my channel. So thank you very much, RJB. I really appreciate it. He has his own StarCraft channel, you know. It's RJB TV. Just search RJB StarCraft in your YouTube search bar and you will find him. He does a lot of fastest map, and he is an excellent dude. Top side of Neo Sylphid, we have the teal Protoss player YSC. He is Korean. And on the bottom right, it is the Korean Zerg player. It is Beast, and he's yellow today. So what is going on with Beast and YSC? Well, it's going to be a ZVP here on Neo Sylphid. Have I cast a ZVP on this map? I know a lot of TVP. A couple of TVZs, I believe, as well, but I don't know if I've ever done a ZVP on Neo Sylphid yet. Check that action out. I don't know. Anyway, not a pool first here from Beast, but he's getting an Overlord. That's how we know it's not a pool first, because Overlord is coming up. And yeah, there's the pool timing. All right, so overpooling it here. Nothing too nuts out of Beast. And on the other side, is there any reason to assume it's anything other than a Forge Fast Expand from YSC? The answer is I don't believe so, but he could. Well, the pylon placement says that. What I'd like to see one day, though, is a build wherein it looks like a Forge Fast Expand. They get the Forge, they wall it off, right? But they don't expand. They just toss down a couple more gateways, and then they come out and they hit when the Zerg player is lulled into a false sense of security. Like maybe even a cannon, right? Just to shove away any Zerglings and stuff. And, I mean, it delays your ability to kind of rush here, but... I don't know. Like, it delays the ability to get your first gate up, right? Because the Forge is here and the timing has to make sense. So maybe my idea is garbage. It's entirely possible. Anyway, I don't see much aggression here from Beast. He's already expanding. He's making, like, one set of Zerglings, which the probe wants to see how many Lings are coming out of those eggs. But considering the fact there aren't already Lings out here trying to kill it, that should be a good indication that it's going to be fine. So one pair of Zergling, a Zergling. I love how it says that. And yep, first one's a drone, second one, 2 Zerglings, third one's going to be a drone, and fourth one's going to be a drone too. So no, this is not going to be an attempt to get Lings inside for the scouting purposes. Honestly, I would just be shocked if we saw anything other than a Stargate opening here from YSC based on what he's done so far. He's getting the gateway. Obviously, you need that first. You know what? That Overlord positioning on this map, you can see the fact there's a Nexus coming up. So, no, my fake out idea does not work on this map at all. I see you. Oh, third hatch at sub 3 minutes. I like what you're doing, Beast. I like it very much as a Zerg player. I am inspired at this point. Quick 3 hatches against somebody that you know went Forge Fast Expand. It makes a lot of sense. Although some... hit my microphone there. Some Zerg players will go for a lair off at 2 bases, and then once the lair starts, then they will go for the 3rd hatch. I kind of like this better. Because there's really nothing the Protoss is going to do to ruin your day, right? You have an Overlord here. If a Zealot comes out, so be it. Make 4 to 6 Zerglings. Handle it. Another Zealot comes out. Okay, make some more. You're all good. You don't really need... You don't need to be on 2 bases to be safe. I don't think. That's my personal opinion about this. Anyway, Stargate is coming up down here. You can see it in La Tab de Producción. And there's your lair timing at about... What is this? Started at about 350 or so. Maybe 345, 340. Somewhere around there. So far... not much happening here. Oh, I did forget to mention, this is a Patreon cast on patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. Gonna be posted like the week of September the 10th or something like that. So if you're watching it then, thank you for being a patron of mine. For as little as $1 a month, that gives you access to this replay a month before anybody sees it. This is new stuff, man. This is new hot off the presses replays. I don't think anyone's ever cast these before. I am guaranteeing nobody's ever cast these before. No one's ever seen them before, under any circumstances. So, enjoy. Anyway, Azella does come out of the 3rd base and is annoying. We'll see how many kills he gets before these Lings kill him. And if you're seeing this in the month of October, good positioning, by the way. then, hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. 3 kills. Come on, come on. Get the 4. Get the 4. No, that micro was too good. Couldn't get the 4th kill. Beast pulling away the bruised and wounded Zerglings too efficiently. Look at that. A Spire. And another pylon. And let the Corsair count begin to become increased. Do I have... Ah! Why do I have yellow? I know this is a recent replay. Why do I have yellow versus yellow? My theory about when I get red versus blue when I alt-tab is kind of falling apart here. I don't like it. Citadel of Adun coming in. Actually getting +1 air weapons. We are committing to Corsairs in this game, y'all. This is YSC going for them Corsairs. Macro hatch at the natural. He's not going crazy with macro hatches, but 1 macro hatch here is fine. We've seen Queen go for like 2 or 3 macro hatches at this stage of the game, and it's just a little bit mind-blowing. And it seems to work pretty well for Queen, so maybe everyone should do it. I love this Overlord Scout over this way. Is there anything proxy over this way? Any kind of a base? Oh, but this is exactly where the Corsair went. Ow! He just made a beeline for you. I'm sorry, Overlord, but you are dead. We shall mourn you as though you were a brother. Unless... I don't know. Unless we're like Protoss or Terran, in which case you're probably not a brother to them. Anywho, we've got our cannon coming up so we can pull back home to safety in case there are Scourge chasing us, because by golly, there are Scourge out on the map. We're trying to angle off that Corsair, but the Corsair's too smart for that one. Corsair just going to move on in, blah, blah, blah. Templar Archives here. Soon we're going for some Storm, and where's your Hydralisk Den? This is Hydra timing. Oh my gosh, he made Mutas instead. Alright, there is a Hydralisk Den too. Okay, feel better about that. He's not just going mass Muta against this really committed Corsair play out of YSC. I don't know if I like this very much. And the times that I've seen Zerg players go for early Mutalisks against Corsairs, it's gone very poorly for them. So, Beast, let's see how long your guys survive. We'll say they came out at 7 minutes. How about that? We'll start the timer there. How long do you all stay alive? So far, doing pretty well, in fairness. No Corsairs will come up to murder them at all. Gonna get a couple probes, maybe. 1 probe at least. Alright, alright. One of you guys has a kill. Not the Scourge, obviously. That Mutalisk has a kill. Now we're trying to kill Zealots, and then the Corsairs come and run! But the Scourge, okay, killed 1 of those Corsairs. There's still 3. And you gotta pull back to where there is safely Hydralisks. You know what's coming to the 3rd base, though? These guys. Zealots heading over this way to try to take it down. Suckers. The positioning is good here. I like the bit of a wall. And the drones have to get pulled because there are no Sunkens. Oh my gosh. And they're killing Overlords. The Corsairs are trying to supply block Beast at the same time. All this is happening. The drones are hold positioning. Look at this. Oh, the drones are messing with the pathing on the Zealots. Overlord's getting massacred, but the Zealot count. Lings and Hydras popping up just in time. A lot of drones died, but the 3rd base stayed alive, and that's the huge deal. Supply block with the Overlord deaths. Mutas are flying into the main base of YSC while the Corsairs are away from home. So they're going to get at least, I don't know, 3 kills here, maybe even 4. We're at 8.5 minutes, and these Corsairs are these Mutalisks are alive. Cheese it! It's the Fuzz! Run! Alright, so this one's going to die. The other ones actually make it out. They did like some cannon hits, but otherwise fine. That's cool. Oh, a DT. Never mind. He dead. A DT made it down to the 3rd base. I mean, considering there are no drones present, I'm assuming he killed some drones. Did he just walk? Man, this green on this green map is really not catching the corner of my eye that I use to watch the minimap. Maybe I should use my whole eye to watch the minimap. I don't know. I really don't. Alright, so 3 of the Mutas are alive at 9 minutes. That's fine, I guess. Now here's the problem. Your Hydra timing is late because you want Mutalisks first and everything. So Storm is going to be done by the time you show up. This is not going to be any kind of a Hydra timing that's going to do any damage whatsoever. I do not recommend you come up here and do, like, really commit to this. Maybe poke, but man, there are so many Storms in here waiting for you. One, at least... Okay, some of them don't have Storms yet. This is a good dance. The Corsairs, the Hydras, another base coming up. 4th base here at 9.5 minutes for Beast. Still on 2 bases is YSC, which I am concerned concerned about. I'm going to toss that up there. I am concerned about it. Where'd my mutas go? Oh, they're up here. Hey, guys. How's it going? Oh, a little injured. Otherwise, okay. Thanks, Falcon. No problem. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough speedy lots to chase these hydras out. And that means the Overlord is probably dead, too. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, that's what speed lots will do to your hydralisks. This is your hydras on speed lots. It's not great. Is that another macro hatch? It is. Oh, the macro hatcheries. They're looking good. Now, though, we're getting to a critical number of hydras. And yeah, it's just like hydras versus, well, I'm going to make a StarCraft 2 comparison. Hydra versus Phoenix. Phoenix are the Corsairs of StarCraft 2. They can lift things and kill them, though, instead of being completely useless against ground units. But basically, there's a critical number of Hydras you can have against Phoenix where they will run. Otherwise, the Phoenix will live to kill all of your Hydras, right? So it's a ratio you need to hit. Same thing with Zealots. You have a good number of Hydralisks? Sure. They're going to do all right against Zealots. But once there are a large number of Zealots, then you need a critical number of Hydras, and then they will flee. It's not an exact science. It's more of kind of an eyeballing the situation there. These mutas are still alive at 11 minutes. I gotta say, I am impressed. These mutalisks are getting stuff done. Build a cannon, please? Like, just one cannon. The mutas keep coming back. They're not going to stop. They're hiding in this corner behind the production tab. Anyway, lurker aspect is done. There's a hive on the way. Dragoon production is here now, which is going to be really nice versus these lurkers. And at about 12 minutes, this is where the Zerg player needs to start getting ahead of the Protoss in supply. It is 122 to 115, so it's close. But the Zerg player is still behind. He still has a couple minutes here to get this thing done. Got a bunch of lurkers, man. They have +1 attack. They're spread out. The Lings have 0/0, but working on at least Carapace for the time being. They will share. They will share the upgrades. Muta's coming back into the main just as the cannon finishes. So that worked out quite nicely. Third base coming in finally at 12 minutes from YSC to the right. It seems a little late, but at the same time, he's got a really big, scary, nice army. So I'm not going to complain too much about that. Dragoons have +2 attack and +1 armor because upgrades matter so much more in PvZ than they do in PvP. I just cast the PvP. And man, it was 0/0 for both sides at like the 12-minute mark. So upgrades are good. The mutas tried it. Are they? All right. Sure. So the mutas are all dead at 12 minutes. They weren't even trying to attack any of the High Templar. They're just trying to kill a Dragoon, which is not going to happen when you are 3 Mutalisks. I am apologizing profusely about that. Alright, so the Dragoons have detection. I don't know. I guess they're worried about the Lings jumping on them, which they're doing, mind you. Lings are really good in this situation. What are you? Did you store? Ah. Dang it. Something happened while this was going on. It's 42 drones and a hive here for Beast, and that extractor has taken serious damage, and there's a shuttle here, which I assume used to have something in it. Well, I assume maybe some drones died. Did they really go that far away? They might have really gotten chased out. Either way, 51 to 42 workers, 128 to 109 supply. I don't know. I like Beast's composition right here. This Ling Hydra stuff's going to be really nice against the Dragoons. If you can storm dodge well, it's a really, really strong composition. Meanwhile, it looks like he might, I don't know, chasing that Zealot down anyways. He's going to expand again. Lings are trying to get up this ramp on the right side. No, to shut down YSC's attempt at a 4th base, which would put him even with the Zerg player. So this 4th base is really, really important for YSC to hang on to this, which is why his army is shading over here to the right, is for that very particular purpose. In the meantime, what are we doing back home? More and more gateways. That's cool. I'm down with that stuff. He, obviously, he has the robotics facility, obviously. He's going to go into Reaver play. Maybe Archon play. He's got to do something against this whole Lurker Ling Hydra thing. It can't just be Dragoons with Storm. It's just, the longer the game goes on, the worse it's going to be for that particular composition. YSC looks like he wants to expand again. I kind of really love this from him. YSC jumping down. Too many Zerglings on top of your stuff, though. He needs to be storming here. Really doing a lot of work. Does he have adrenal glands already? We watched that hive finish. Wish I could tell what upgrades he had completed. Meanwhile, a bit of a Hydro-Ling attack coming up the right side here. That third base might be in trouble. These guys, I'm not sure. They don't really want to engage with anybody directly. But hey, sniping some High Templar, though, not a bad idea. Zealot saving the day. DT saving that High Templar's life, too. This pylon getting seriously bashed into the ground here. But then everyone gets distracted, and the pylon survives. All right, so we are 4-basing it to 4-basing it right here. 50 to 53 workers. Being even as a Zerg player is not going to work out for you, man. Beast is in a world of hurt at the moment. These 4 bases happily running. Only the 4 bases for the Zerg. I see you, drone. Trying to get a 5th base down here in this 3rd spawning location here on Neo Sylphid. But there's a Zealot right on your tail, and he has the speed upgrade, and he has +3 attack, and you are a dead drone. Fare thee well, drone, for you are dead. Free Overlord. 171 to 144 supply. YSC has a lead, and it's all an army supply. The worker counts are even, which means anything up here where it shows the Protoss is ahead, they're ahead in army supply. With better upgrades, too. +3, +1. It's only 1-1 down here. 2-1 for the Hydras and Lurkers. Yes, but Defilers are out. I feel like it's taken a little bit of time to get to Defiler tech, but we're here now. Dark Swarm is up, the first one of the day. That Defiler gets sniped off. Really good control there by YSC. And the DT at the front with 5 kills. Very good against Zerglings that are jumping out in front of their Overlords. It's interesting he's only really sending little groups. I think he stormed his own High Templar to death there. Little groups at a time up. Like, he's not jumping on all of it. You know what I mean? It's a very, very patient strategy we're looking at here. Plagues being researched. There is an Archon coming up in the front lines. Archon dies before it finishes summoning. This Archon will die after it finishes summoning. Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh, he escaped. He's got 13 kills. Again, combined. Lings trying to get through this right side with the Dark Swarm, but there is Psionic Storm here. There are Zealots in the mix. This Defiler throws up a Dark Swarm desperately, trying to hide himself, but the Zealot count is just too high. And I don't think it really matters. The Lurkers die, the Defiler dies. Good hold on the right side there by YSC. Really, really nice hold. Some free Hydralisks here, too. It's 184 to 123 supply, and suddenly Beast is in a world of a bad position. I'm trying to avoid repeating myself here. This DT, though. What's that? You didn't bring it into detection with your Ling attack? You shall pay dearly. 9 Zealot at a time in oh, Plague! Ooh! What a fantastic Plague that was. It was like right as Plague finished researching, he was like, bam! Ready to go. Toss it down, boys. This base is in a bit of spot of trouble here, as us British folk would say. Archon's morphing in. And as the Zerg player, what matters here is what your opponent is doing. If it's Heavy Dragoon with not many Zealots, Lings are awesome. If it's Heavy Zealot, and it's going to be more Lurkers. It's going to be more Plague. It's going to be more stuff like that. Lings are trying to shut down this base, but once again, I guess this is the 5th base. Anyway, these Lings don't do much. Okay, I'm getting this base and this base confused. These are different bases, Falcon. So we're on 5 bases already. Okay, I feel better about Beast with that number happening. This Dark Templar is the most successful Dark Templar. Just kidding. I think there's been a Dark Templar with more kills in this game. He is checking to see if there's a 6th base down here in that opening location here on Neo Sylphid. I hear your double consume. And there's not a base down there to kill. I don't know why YSC is heading over there. The DT scattered ahead and saw what's what. More DTs in production. Plague! Ooh! Nice Plague. Right as the Defiler dies, he catches a bunch of these Dragoons. Like, not everybody's plagued, but I feel like a large number of these things are plagued. And the reason Plague is so good against Protoss is because they can't do anything about it. They can't stop it from sapping all of their hit points, and they can't restore the hit points when they're gone. They have no answer to Plague. That's why it's such a good thing. There are 2 cannons are not enough. Versus these 2/2 Adrenal Lings, I think they could probably get the Nexus if they focused it. But again, it's the guaranteed damage thing, right? I see this. Did you just storm here? 2 and 4 kills? Not bad. Okay, yes, so they got the Nexus. All the Lings are going to die, left behind. That felt like a self-storm to me. Lings showed up, and the High Templar were like, "Ah, storm the Lings," and then stormed themselves to death. Their friendly fire was on in that scenario. So 184 to 151 supply. YSC is ahead here at the 20-minute mark. It's not great. I'm going to say it's not great for Beast. YSC is sitting... He did just lose a base, but he's sitting on effectively 3 mining bases. That natural is not super hot for mineral content right now, but that's okay. Heavy Dragoon play. I don't know how I feel about this Heavy Dragoon stuff. It really seems like usually we've transitioned into Reavers now in the higher level Protoss games. I guess there are Reavers. So never mind. We have Reavers. They're just not hanging out with the group as much. More High Templar in that shuttle than anything else. Are we going to try to expand down here? Because there's a Dark Templar waiting to massacre you. Yeah, I mean, with how heavy we are in Dragoons, Zerglings are just such a great idea. But this whole Zealot Archon thing, just enough of it to where the Zerglings get absolutely killed before they can do anything to the Dragoons. It's a tough balancing act. I'm going to say, dude, you need to expand right now. Please expand, Beast. I'll give you a cookie. I has a cookie. Ah, I see you, Shuttle. What are you up to, friendo? We're getting Scarab damage upgrades. Oh, this Dark Templar, though. That's not the same one. No, it's a different one. He gets massacred, but he did snipe that Defiler real good. I don't know. YSC just keeps poking, but doesn't ever really seem to be committing to anything. This whole area has just been Zergy. He's got all his rally points set up here. It's some kind of like a... It's a crazy Great Wall scenario right now where there's just enough army here from Beast that YSC doesn't feel comfortable engaging in it directly. It's going to collapse on him, right? Ah, there's a drop of Ruma. A couple kills, and then this one back here has not enough energy to do anything, so it's going to die there. 199 to 183 supply. So there was a big advantage for YSC, but we've just been given enough time for Beast to max out himself. I'm really shocked he hasn't retaken this base. YSC has enough money for it, but maybe he doesn't care about minerals as much as he cares about gas right now. Again, he's making Archons, he's making High Templar, there's a couple Zealots, but it's not a crazy mineral-heavy composition he's rolling with. Yeah, I mean, these poor Lurkers. I don't know that Lurkers have necessarily paid for themselves today. No, trying to jump on that Reaver and take it down. Not able to do it. And the 12-kill Reaver hanging out. Plague! Ooh! Is that the third Plague today? I know a couple of them hit Archons, and the Archons don't care, but everything else here totally does care about getting plagued. It's a bad feeling. Even this Reaver hates getting plagued, don't you, Reaver? Robot noises. That's what Reavers sound like when they talk to you. Metasynaptic node on the way. Upgrade for the Defilers. Give them more energy. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Lurkers, insofar as they are discouraging the army to come down here, they're doing okay, and they're killing Zealots here and there, but sure, they're fulfilling their purpose. They're keeping YSC. Another Plague. The Plagues today. They've just been absolutely hitting the spot. So much of this plagued. It's disgusting. Alright, so in the meantime, we've kind of established this 6th base and the 7th base. And every base on the map has been taken except for 2. Is that another Plague? Holy crap. Beast is so committed to the way of the Plague. Ooh, I don't even know what to say anymore. This has been Some incredible plaguing. We're both maxed out at this point. Way more workers, 69 to 48 for Beast. Another plague! He just doesn't stop. The plagues don't stop coming, and they won't stop coming. Beast is committed to the way of the Plague-oo, and I don't know what else to tell you at this point. Once again, YSC just doesn't engage. Even in situations where I kind of feel like he should, he pulls back. He's just being really cautious and perhaps overly cautious here. He's really controlled the middle of the map for the most part. There hasn't been much of an attack on any of his bases recently. Are these more plagues? Look at this. Look at this action. More plagues. Holy cannoli. The plagues on everything. Now this time, Beast is pulling back. The Archons diving a little too deeply. Nice flank from that left side, though. And I think that's the concern for YSC here. Oh, free High Templar, though. Maybe not free High Templar with those storms, but zhoosh. Another storm dropping. 4 kills on that High Templar. And another one, actually. If you get it, you have enough energy. Storm. Oh, wasted energy. Oh, this is a problem, though. Okay, well, the storm, not here. As a result, your Nexus and all your cannons are gone, and your whole base is kaput, because these are fully upgraded Zerglings inside your base. And that is a big deal. That was YSC's newest source of income. He still has this one. He still has this one. You know, fully upgraded Lings, not bad against them Zealots. Not bad at all, but yeah, checking to see if there's a base up this way. No, YSC never bothered to replant it, but there's a free High Templar if you want to kill it. Oh, I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Get him. Get him, Defiler. Turn around and hit it. Hit them. There's the plague. Not the best plague of today, but still not too shabby. Really nice plague. All right, trying to replant this base that died just now. Still 200 supply. Probes are transferring over. Maybe doing some long-distance mining. Man, there was a big advantage for YSC here for some time. Both in base count and both in overall supply, army supply, economy in a lot of ways. Yeah, Zerglings, when they get a surround on those Archons, are pretty good. Another plague, though. Another plague. Ooh! We're not messing around here today with the plagues. What is that? Like the 6th or 7th plague? More? I've lost track. There's so many of them. Reavers have unloaded. The plague is on everything, though. That Defiler happily sitting inside the Dark Swarm. And yeah, the Dragoons just aren't doing anything here, you know? Probably consume that Hydra, plague him again. Like, just... Plague doesn't stack, but... It might be nice. Oh, the storms here... Those are some really nice storms, but too many Hydras. Look at them sniping those Reavers. These 3/3 Hydras doing so much damage to the Reavers and the shuttles. That was a shellacking. That whole engagement went so well for Beast. It's 188 to 127 supply. What a massive swing. That was YSC losing about 70 supply, and then all of a sudden, not as much was lost for Beast. And now he's maxed out and has a huge advantage. And this base is going to die again because there's no High Templar or anything here to try and save it. Lurkers burrowing. Look at that fast consume Dark Swarm play. Dude, Beast is kind of on fire right now. He is in the zone. I don't know what this Defiler's doing. He's making friends with the probes. The probes are just, there's nowhere to go for them at all. Down to 41 probes right now. That is horrible. Nexus goes down for the 2nd time in about 2 minutes. Wow. Yeah, this is an incredible reversal right here. It's 200 to 128 supply. Beast is up. This is the only source of income right now that YSC has. It is not a lot. 34 probes. This base is mined out. That base is mined out. Kind of just retook this top right base, which is nice. But when you're down 80 supply to a Zerg player with fully upgraded ground everything and all of the plagues known to man, it's gonna be a hard time for you to win this thing, man. And they're just coming right up this ramp. I mean, this base, it doesn't even need, like, it's mined out. Killing it, I'm not sure what benefit there is here for Beast, but sure. I mean, I guess if you can kill some Reavers in the meantime, you're going to have a pretty good time with it. Keeping that Reaver count low is really, really important if you're going to win this game. I mean, not that, geez, it's 190 to 124 supply. Another plague. I'm telling you, this is the plaguiest game I've ever seen. I've never seen this much plague before. I really love it. More plague, I say. Jadong's been really good with plague in the past. He might have been the plaguiest Zerg player I've cast for sure. But look at the map. Look how much yellow there is compared to how much green. It's just not, and this base is going to die. See this? See this action? There's a single Reaver. Actually, hold on. There's not a Reaver. And that's your good game. YSC is out, and Beast, Plague Master, ends up coming out on top after 31 minutes and 20 seconds. What a absolutely ridiculously ridiculous comeback there. Again, reversal. An absolute reversal there. YSC had more bases, more income, a bigger army, better upgrades, and then I think he was too tentative. I think he had an advantage. He kept coming down here and being like, I don't want to get flanked. I mean, this is what it looked like for the whole game, right? As soon as Beast was able to, he kept rallying his guys to kind of plug these holes. So it was a wall. And anytime the Protoss came down this way, he had to deal with attacks flinging up this way and coming up the other way and right up the middle, and then maybe some from the backside, depending on what was happening on the left side here. Yeah, I mean, that was swarmy. That was a swarmy Zerg win from Beast. I liked it a lot. Good job by him. I don't know much about YSC. I like him. I think he's a pretty decent player, but Beast outclassed him today. For sure. All right, man. 31 minutes and 20 seconds. 247,000 points for YSC. 260,000 for Beast. Look at this. Okay. If you can win a game where you produce 1,100 Zerg units and only kill 200 Protoss units and still win, your macro was off the hook. 29 buildings razed. 31 buildings razed by the Zerg player. Didn't lose a single building today, which just goes to speak to his defense. And then resources, bit of a mixed bag here, right? More gas mined for YSC, but significantly more minerals mined for Beast, and then more spent by about 9,000 for YSC, which makes sense considering what we saw here today. Amazing. Just YSC was up. He was up. I don't know what else to tell you. Anyway, good stuff. Good game. Good Patreon game this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. All at /Falcon Paladin. Very easy to find that way. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And you take care of yourself.